In sales, we spend an enormous amount of effort trying to find people who might be actually interested in what we have to offer. And when we run into an opportunity, it almost feels like, well, this must be my lucky day. And because we all deal with so much rejection on a daily basis, it becomes that much harder to disqualify out of deals. Now, we can cover eloquent ways of how to disqualify out at a later time, but today I want to highlight a few examples of why you, as a seller, might be better off just saying no. Number one, it's too far out of your wheelhouse, and there's a good chance that you're going to end up letting your customer down. And this applies to new logos, where the pain associated with trying to win simply isn't worth the reward. And to existing customers, where you can hurt your reputation. You know, as the saying goes, it takes years to build a reputation and only seconds to ruin it. And as a brief sidebar, sometimes winning a new logo that competes with an existing strategic customer can do more harm than good. Number two, you may not actually believe that you have a chance of winning. For example, you might know that the competition that you're up against and their relationships are at a much higher and more influential level than yours. Or your prospect's decision criteria leans heavily on the strengths of your competition and or highlights your actual weaknesses. So to briefly lean on sales training, don't ignore the non-buy signals that they may have given you along the way, such as maybe they simply can't afford what you have to sell. Number three, there's no room for growth. Think about the ramifications of a non-strategic customer that has little to no room for growth, who will require extreme and ongoing heavy lift from your delivery team. It's the idea of winning the battle, but losing the war. You might win the contract, but end up upsetting all of your internal stakeholders that you will need in the future for real opportunities that may actually move the needle. Don't get me wrong. I don't expect every individual contributor to be able to make this decision on their own. This is why it's so critical to have a go, no go step as part of the pre-sales collaboration process. Not everyone can see the bigger picture when they're actually stuck in the weeds, but it is important to point these things out so your sales team isn't constantly discouraged. They need to also understand what a bad customer fit looks like and why they may want to disqualify out occasionally.